Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch a Movie. I said, God damn! We're outside in the middle of the fucking woods.
Scary as
in the
fuck,
middle
guys.
of Roanoke. Actually, we're in Kentucky.
You know what's scary, guys? Is like we've got this fucking light shit going on, this light show in front of us, and when you look into the dark, as you see on the camera, the way your eyes has to readjust. I swear to God, I'm afraid a fucking clown's gonna come back and go, "Hey boys and girls, do you want to see a balloon?" I was like, and this episode, it was actually funny. This episode actually combines. What the fuck? Did you hear that?
Dad?
Stop it. This actually combines the actors that portrayed the real people in My Roanoke Nightmare with the real people that were going through that experienced it. And this asshole dude that's obsessed with himself, Sydney, is all about like making a reality show called A Return to Roanoke.
Aaron Rodgers, man.
I love that guy. And I really dug the shit out of this specific episode. I thought it was done really well. I thought it was ominous. I thought it delivered on the promise for twisty nipples. There was really one thing I didn't like about it. I was really hanging on by every fucking thing that was going on. I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? And it was cool to see Kathy Bates as Agnes, which is the actor, and she went crazy apparently on Hollywood Boulevard. It was like, it's my boulevard! And she was like trying to chop people with a fucking axe. I was like, when employment runs out for witchcraft.
Well, I was watching the true American Horror Story, the debate that was on before this, and then I flipped it off.
She kind of looks like Hillary.
I watched this and I texted Jay, because he wasn't watching it. I was like, dude, this is hot shit. And I even tweeted that. I was like, this is pure shit emoji.
Yeah, I had watched it.
Because I fucking hated it. Number one, the thing I hated the most is that Ryan Murphey, the show creator, came out a few weeks back and basically gave it away. He was like, wait till episode 6, there's a huge plot twist. You don't know what's going to happen. So I've been waiting for episode 6, so immediately going into this, there was no shock for me. He fucking spoiled it, but that's aside the point. But I watched it and I saw Aaron Rodgers, because he looks just fucking like Aaron Rodgers, and he's a dick, and I can say that right now because Aaron Rodgers is playing like shit. Anyways, he comes out there and they're doing this whole fucking Deadpool fourth wall meta shit, and I like it now, but at the moment I fucking hated it, especially when they're talking to Kathy Bates, and they're doing that E-Hollywood thing and shit like you were talking about.
I thought it was absorbing.
I ended up liking it, but with the way it all started, before they actually got to the house, basically before Evan Peters showed up, man, I was like, I'm not feeling this, this is stupid, because in my head, it's like, all you're doing is, we told that story, and your big twist is, we're gonna go back to the house and do it again, but this time for real. But once they got into it, the way that they executed it changed my whole fucking mind.
I will say it reminded me a lot of the way that it started and the way that they were doing this whole build-up, and you know, the guy was throwing ratings at the producers and so I swear to God, dude, I'm hearing Blair Witch rock sounds.
I hear weird shit too.
Do you hear it?
I heard that sound.
I'm about ready to fucking run, dude.
This isn't a skit, by the way.
I know, this is legit as shit. Like, it's scary out here.
Nothing's gonna happen, dude. Or if it does, it'll be real.
The ratings will go up. But speaking of, okay, so he's pitching these ratings of these producers and stuff, and it just reminded me of, like, you know, another awesome underrated movie, Grave Encounters.
I thought we were going Halloween Resurrection territory, so I got really scared. Yeah. But I will say, when it picked up for me was when the deaths started happening, because they actually threw the fucking kitchen sink.
Dude, I'm getting like fucking nervous. I'm like, no, dude, I feel like we're in prison and I'm having to watch your back and you have to watch my back.
Except for I'm not watching yours. But
fuck you,
what happened was they just started throwing the kitchen sink at you. They were throwing like they go out to the side or whatever, and all of a sudden this motherfucker chainsaws his own throat.
That was awesome.
He was like Limp Bizkit. Bitch, I got a chainsaw. What? He fucking chainsaws his own throat, and then it looked like M. Night Shyamalan, like in The Happening, when they're like, look at this phone, and the dude gets his arm fucking gnawed off by that thing in the zoo. But there's that scene, and then she goes to run away. The producer. Fuck me.
I'm ready to bounce. Just wait a second.
Goes to run away, and she actually sees the fucking, what I think was the Blair Witch. And I hated it at first because it was like, when she stopped, you knew she was going to pick up the camera. That's exactly what she was. Well, this is to document, and that's stupid.
Well, I want to know.
Nobody would do that.
I do think that was cool, though. Like, I thought that scene was cool.
It looked amazing,
when the pig monster pulled up behind.
Like I said, but when they executed it, they changed my mind yet again. And they ended up making it really scary, and the images look really fucking good.
You think that you saw the witch, but I was hoping to actually see the real butcher, because I obviously haven't seen the real butcher yet. This is the thing about this show. This show, it has its up and downs so far this season, but I think it really does a cool job to turn itself around at this point. I didn't mind last episode, but this one sets it up nicely for like a payoff at the end that's going to be amazing. Evan Peters does die, which Mike and I were kind of bummed about that, but I don't think he's actually going to be dead. He'll come back.
When he showed up, though, when he showed up, dude, he brought whole life to it. Like, I love this version of this guy. I like this guy way better than Colonel Sanders. The fucking basement.
Finger licking good.
The gay Colonel Sanders. I like this guy a lot better, not because he's not
And
gay.
also the drama's going on between the two Matts.
Yeah,
she fucked radio.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. Shelly's kind of a hoe, man.
Yeah.
And then Cuba Gooding Jr., you know he's gonna have fun with this, because if you saw the look forward to next week, he's like, I love reality, man, because the bad guy's always the star, or whatever it was he said. But he went straight from fucking Magoo guy, Magoo, to now he's like a badass bad guy.
I actually like the guy, the real Matt.
Yeah,
way better.
When he hit it, when he showed him bloody, and he's like, it was nice to meet him. It reminded me of like Class Act.
I know, I love that.
With the fucking flat top.
Yeah, but you know, also I was gonna say, it's not, we totally forgot that they set it up like the real world kind of, because they have confessional booths. So you know that's gonna come in at some point, like, you know, the butcher's gonna show her tits like, ooh, you know, or some weird shit's gonna happen, or the pig monster's gonna be fucking, you know, one of the nurses. And by the way, the nurses show up and kill Evan Peters, so they're obviously not the nurses that were cast.
I loved Evan Peters' character, man. Like, he just brought life to every scene he was in. He was fucking great. So, and they fucking killed him. I was so pissed.
I'm gonna give this fucking thing a 10, dude. I fucking loved I loved the shit out of this episode. I'm really super excited to see where it's gonna go from now, like from here on out. And I love the little open, like the little fingernail hanging thing that they did. They were like, not the fingernail hanging, but you know, the cliffhanger. It was like, it was kind of in the middle of the show, but almost towards the end, when it was like 3 days later, everybody in the house died except one, and so everybody's gonna be guessing. Yeah, you know. That was badass.
Only thing, again, they gave it away too early for me. I know only one person's gonna fucking live. Like, I don't want to know so much. I don't know. I like that they did that though. Like I said, they kept just throwing more shit at you.
You know who I think it might be?
Changing stuff.
Maybe it'd be Flora. Maybe Flora shows up and she's the one that lives.
I don't fucking know. And this was directed actually by Angela Bassett, which is crazy. Yeah. She did a hell of a fucking job with it.
Really amazing.
And like I said, I'm pissed that Evan Peters died, but like you said, he'll probably come back because her husband was back. Yeah. He was alive in the house with all that fucking shit on him, and he was scary as fuck.
That was cool. I loved how he just walked by the camera, and she's walking down the hall, but it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me, he's like, he looked at the camera. I just think, dude, it's gonna be really good, and especially see how the supernatural is gonna, because the actual actors don't believe any of the they're like, we were here for 7 weeks and nothing happened, and they kind of making fun of the people that actually experienced it. And you know, now I just want to see how they're going to react to the actual supernatural occurring, and the supernatural is going to react to the reality show.
And it had to be played perfectly, because it got fucking really hokey at times. Like, sometimes I didn't know whether to turn it off or get more into it. Just the over-the-topness of it, it had to walk this perfect line, and now it's in this territory where it's meta, but it's comedy, but it's also still scary, and they just fucking nailed it in the end. I give it a 9 personally. So
I just feel like this whole setup that we have, I'm sorry about this guy, we try to make it spooky for you because it's Halloween, but I feel like we're in like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? It's like, submit it for your approval for the Midnight Society. I call this tale, Kathy Bates Goes Crazy.
What the fuck do you guys...
It's a fucking vomit.
I like it. What do you guys think about this new episode, the whole twist, the whole fucking everything? Did you know it was coming? Did it shock your panties off? How do you guys feel about it? It's an easy question, easy to fucking answer. So do it below. Until next time, we love your fucking faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in you. Submitted by the Midnight Society.
There you go.